With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Hey everybody, Jaden XD here.
Hi.
We have an announcement for you all. Starting January 1st, 2017, all of our previous episodes of our old show, Two Guys and a Girl, will no longer be available on iTunes and SoundCloud. So until then, please listen to all of our old episodes. They were just as funny, and we just definitely enjoyed doing them. Mm-hmm. But we're definitely trying to free up some new space for Jaden XD.
So make sure you check out old episodes. If you want to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell an auntie, then and you want them to see how we started from the bottom, literally, then let them know now so that they can go ahead and get caught up. Because again, we're going to free up some space for Jade and XD. Make sure you check out those old episodes of Two Guys and a Girl.
Yeah, we had fun doing them for 2 years worth of laughs.
Yep.
And fun with our other co-host, Jay Williams TV, or Jay Warhol. Yeah, give a listen through the holiday season, and just remember that starting January 1st, you'll no longer be able to find Two Guys and a Girl episodes on iTunes or on SoundCloud. So
we may surprise you every now and again with a Throwback Thursday, but for now, just keep that in mind.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All my niggas in the whole wide world. All my niggas in the whole wide world. For us. This shit is for us. Can I get a beat?
I'm straight. How you is?
You know I'm here.
I'm actually I'm actually really good.
Okay.
Because for one, I'm going to eat on this podcast in IDGAF. Because why? A nigga is eating Cinnabon.
And brought me one.
Yeah.
But I'm not
that's
gonna eat
the
it
kind
now.
of girl I am. And the reason why is because this is the last time I could eat it for like the next 4 months.
Real. I really only eat Cinnabon really like once a year anyway.
Well, not really, because Cinnabon, if you're listening, we eat it all the time. We would love your sponsorship. We love you.
Yes, every day.
Yeah. Side note, they actually sell their cinnamon now.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to see what's in that.
I told you it's Indonesian cinnamon. I saw that on Unwrapped.
Oh, it's Indonesian cinnamon.
Yeah.
Because I've used Saigon cinnamon.
Yeah.
Huh.
I saw it on the Cooking Channel. Not even on the Food Network. I saw it on the Cooking Channel, so it's like
real.
official
it's legit.
tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My week has been cool though.
That's good.
I am officially credit card debt free.
Hey!
Ooh.
All my niggas in the whole wide world.
Listen, I already got one white person on my back, Donald Trump. I don't need Mr. FICA or whoever the fuck.
That's real.
So
good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm gonna be broke as all hell, but I wanted to make sure, like, I've been trying really, really hard to, like, be a good adult. Mm-hmm. And, like, you know what this all stems from? Me trying to actively not turn into my parents.
That's real.
And I don't know if anybody else has this struggle, but, like, I know eventually we all talk about, like, I'm my mother, I'm my father, based on our personalities and how we, especially if you have kids and how you rear them and stuff. Because I'm sure you do things that, like, remind you of your mother, like, oh shit, my mama did this to me.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep.
And my grandmother did this to me. That kind of thing.
Yes.
I'm trying to every which way do that. Like, I'm trying to be fiscally responsible because my parents weren't. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to watch what I eat because my parents don't. Mm-hmm. I've already jumped the curve because I moved out when I was 18. My parents didn't do that. Well, my father went to the Navy, but, whatever. Before drugs, so I mean,
all right.
I mean, it's a standard black story. Niggas did drugs in the 80s.
I didn't know he did.
Oh yeah, girl.
I just know he married a white woman.
Did.
So I just
that even
and I
proves
know he
why
lives
he
in the
was on
city,
drugs.
and I'm like, oh
Yeah, no,
like
girl, crack hit everybody.
Yeah, that's
for the
real.
most part.
No, it did. It hit a lot of people.
Yeah, directly and indirectly. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Oh, and last thing, I signed up. Oh shit! I signed up for a trainer.
Yes, you told me.
Yeah, it's a 12-week intensive for food and training.
Well, I'll reap the benefits. I'll work out with you.
Okay.
'Cause Jella got to get her groove back. So,
Jella gotta get her groove back.
Yeah, like I gotta get fine. So,
and that's all this really is. It's not about no health. I mean, I'm trying to be healthy, Fran. Yeah, I'm trying to low key. I'm trying to be like Fran.
Everybody's trying to be like Fran.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to Fran.
I
for that express ad.
I screamed in my office. I was like, "Look at my friend!"
Like I saw the videos. She told me what she was doing prior, but to see the final.
You get exclusive content because that's your closest, my friend.
That's my sis. Like, and everybody's not my sis. That's my sis. Like we just clicked immediately. I love her. So
yeah, you're so famous.
Stop it. I don't even think like that. Like when we all kick it, it's literally like you with your friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
It's not even.
I'm just cheating. Gosh, Cinnabon is so fucking great. I'm sorry.
Enjoy it, friend.
Mm-hmm.
You should enjoy it. It's small pleasures. Small pleasures.
You know what? It's my gift for paying off that last credit card. And let me tell you, it was a struggle.
I know it was, but you did it. And that's what counts.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you listen to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, the Stitcher Network, Podomatic, and Google Play.
Wait, you didn't tell us about your week. Girl, what happened?
Oh, let me get this out the way. And let's drop our sponsors: Warby Parker, Audible, Target, and Uber. My week was busy. I had a lot of caterings this week. A lot.
Did you cater another Jewish, lesbian, transgender, unicorn?
That only happens once in a lifetime. No. Shout out to me and my strength because I'm dittying myself.
Shout out to me.
Wait, because first of all, the Shade Room is the greatest thing ever in life. Let me just tell you. And then Instagram.
Shout out to the people in the Shade Room who listen to this show.
And the fact that Instagram snitched and start telling us what niggas said what and who liked what. Puffy's satanic face.
That nigga funny.
He's funny because it's always the evil niggas. So, Ray J's corny as shit, but Ray J, I legit laugh with Ray J. Mm-hmm. I laugh with him and at him.
And at him more.
Yeah, more at him, but I do laugh with him. because he laughs at himself, and I find that endearing.
Yeah.
But
well, when you're related to the Grim Reaper, you gotta reap some benefits.
You listen. It's just like Ray J has been literally going. This election that we're dealing with, this post-traumatic stress we're all dealing with, he's literally been dealing with that every day of his life.
Because his mother's Satan and his sister is the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. So every day that nigga's figuring out how he can dodge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How he can duck.
Yeah.
And, he has to learn how to laugh at himself. Like, whoo, if I just stay on the good side and I laugh, like, I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
So, so Puffy, there's this picture of Jay-Z, Puffy, and LeBron. And it's like, in the shade room's like, who would you want on your team? Puffy clearly follows the shade room. It said, me, LOL. I saw that and hollered. That was so funny. So anyway, yes. So shout out to me because I catered 2 libertarian parties.
What?
Actually 3 because I had one last Wednesday.
Yikes. Mm-hmm. That was rough.
Last Wednesday. And then I had one on Sunday, and then I had one on Monday.
Because last Wednesday was low-key September 12th.
No, it really was.
You know what I mean.
No, it absolutely was.
Yeah.
I had legit, I'm not even like, no exaggeration, no dramatics. I legit had anxiety about going and catering that event. And I've been catering at this man is a billionaire libertarian.
That's weird.
He's like set on the board of like Saks Fifth Avenue.
And a libertarian?
Mm-hmm.
And he got money?
Money, like old money.
Like that's for poor people. No offense, but like you know what I mean.
Walks around in his drawers and smokes cigarettes and drinks white wine. Gets faced. And I've been catering at his house for probably the last 5 years. All of his parties.
Wow.
So
has he listened to the show? Because we need
absolutely not.
Well, I mean, I figure like if he's libertarian, he might be down with Get Down.
Listen, I could eventually talk to him. Those are the parties where Bill Nye the Science Guy comes sometimes.
I love him.
Yeah, he comes to the party. I remember one time he came, and let me just let you all know that libertarians are basically
lesbians,
hippie Republicans.
Lesbians.
They're Republicans who smoke weed.
Lesbians.
Okay. There's not really too many lesbians at his
No,
parties.
but I'm just saying in general, like that's, I mean,
Yeah, the ethics.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
White lesbians.
Yeah. Well, that
lesbians.
went without saying, but yes.
True, yes.
Yeah.
We had to clarify for those who don't
Oh, yeah,
understand.
that's fair.
And once we say white, hopefully you know what that means.
Yeah.
So, Bill Nye the Science Guy stopped by the kitchen, and he was like, "Thank you for everything. Everything was delicious." And I was like, "Yeah."
You got daps from Bill Nye?
Yo, my nigga, I wanted to Bill Nye the Science, but I fought it. But
yeah.
And then I heard him walk away and go, "Somebody's smoking pot in the bathroom," and somebody was.
Yeah. That's fine.
But just to hear Bill Nye say pot, like that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. And then for him to thank and bow and like be extra gracious, I was like,
I would have been like, "Oh my God, tell me everything you know."
Right. Right now.
Right. Yeah, like right now.
Right now. And they have like magicians at these parties.
Of course, because they're libertarian, and because libertarian means weird in Gaelic.
There's this I think he's Indian. His name's Prakash. He's a magician. He's been there as long as I have, probably longer. And he does amazing things with cards.
Really?
Oh, he was in the kitchen with me and Tristan the other night, and we were just like, "Oh my God, how'd you what?" Like,
I want to go to a billionaire party. But I feel like I would. Remember that a long time ago when you had that conversation where when you and Tristan went to that party, I had to act like you'll never been nowhere? Yeah. I feel like that would be me like, I am fascinated. Like,
listen, so the next time he has one, here's what we're going to do. Because I'm looking at your outfit right now. You can do this.
Okay. So this sounds like you're throwing me under the bus because I am dressed like a first grade teacher.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I am.
Saddle shoes and all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you when the party is, and I'm going to tell you where it is, and you're going to come with me, but like not with me. So when I come in, you're just going to walk in like one of the guests, and I'm going to tell you how to act, and you literally just mingle with the dingles. And I want you to soak it all up. This is gonna be iconic. We gonna scam the shit out of these white people.
Yes!
Yes, nigga, come and get faced for free. Iconic. Oh, so no, we can't talk about it.
Why? Are you gonna get his I thought about getting this for you for Christmas. I think I just might.
What?
He has a line of like doormats that say "Get out of my Caucasian home."
Yes, I saw it. I want it so bad.
Yeah.
If you get that for me, I'll love you forever.
Yeah, get out of my Caucasian.
Get out of my Caucasian home. Oh my God, I will put that right at my front door.
I want one, but like for like my bedroom.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, or like my bathroom.
But since I have a front door, I'm like, no, I have to have that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my week. I have a story, but I'm gonna get into it in another segment.
Okay.
Outside of that, it's just been a matter of just coping and trying to deal with the microaggressions of white people and trying, not to punch everybody in the face. And that's really just the long and real short of it. I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to deal with being black and
deal with being black.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Post World War III.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what my week has been primarily, just working and staying busy.
Yeah.
Being an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sucks. Anyway.
We also had greens, beans, tomatoes. You know what these things always remind me of? It takes me back to like my favorite YouTube videos. And I'm always brought back to one of my favorites, Sweet Brown. Mm-hmm. Cause it was around this time a few years ago where she went downstairs to get herself a cold pop.
I went downstairs to get myself a cold pop.
Mm-hmm. And she said, "Oh Lord, there's a fire." She ain't had on no shoes or nothing, Jesus. And then she also told us about her medical conditions. She said, "I got bronchitis."
Yes.
And then she said the old African proverb. Don't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or my other favorite. I'm just gonna sing her song.
Okay.
Because I know the words from back to front. Back when we were young, I thought I knew it all. I would have given my life for you. And now the time has come to stand up and be true. Well, I don't know what I was thinking with you. So Scarlett gave us a word.
Who?
From Scarlett Takes a Tumble. You've never seen Scarlett Takes a Tumble?
Yes, I have.
Listen, that is my jam.
And Scarlett took a tumble.
Oh. 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 Mm. Listen, B Sky had the funniest reaction. She was like, "Oh, I like your shoes. I like your shoes." Sing, Scarlett. Oh shit. My other favorite by my other friend, my dear friend Brian. He plays a character named Coochiness. And Coochiness gave us an iconic video titled "There Goes My Bangs Bitch."
Yes.
There goes my bangs, bitch. Ooh, we look at she. I don't know how. Go. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
There they go. There she go. There she go. Yeah. But anyway, that just took me back.
No, YouTube videos were great. I'm trying to think of what my favorites were.
I love, also, of course, Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife.
Yeah, but then he got on my nerves after a while.
Crunk Coco. Although I feel like Crunk Coco, they were exploiting him because there was something legit wrong with him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I did one of my favorites already the other week, but Orangey.
Yeah.
Look at what I got, bitch!
You know, I was talking to somebody. I was like, 106 nigga jam. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't got what I got, bitch. And of course, my favorite. Did you watch Keisha's Valley yet?
No.
Nigga.
I know. I'm slipping.
I got ass cheeks.
I'm falling.
I
can't get up. I'm slipping.
Let's start the show because we're 17 minutes in.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh 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 oh. I hope we're not moving too fast, baby. Tell me if we're moving too fast, baby. I hope we're not moving too fast, babe. Fast, babe, fast, babe. I hope we're not moving too fast, baby. Tell me if we're moving too fast, baby. I hope we're not moving too fast.
This week's artist of the week is Bianca Rodriguez, also known as Be My Fiasco.
Nice.
She's soups dope. I
She
play this song that you just heard every day. I also tweet the lyrics a lot. If you guys never paid attention, if you ever paid attention. But she's 25. She's from Dallas.
Home of Mother.
Yeah. She's super dope. She was on Robert Glasper's tribute to Miles Davis.
Mm-hmm. She was.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Glasper fan.
Yeah. She's on songs with Fonte. Does stuff with Ninth Wonder.
I love her voice. I love the raspiness of it. She's got such a heavy, heavy soulful voice. Yeah, and I really like that. But her lyrics are still youthful. Yeah, so she stays true to her generation.
Yeah.
She's dope.
Yeah, so check her out. Link is in the description box wherever you're listening. And
she has like a little 90s vibe to her too.
Yeah.
So it's like some slight nostalgia in there. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
So make sure you check her out.
Yeah. Dope.
Happening right now, if you notice people wearing safety pins post-election, here's the reason why. Many people are wearing the pins to mark themselves as a safe space for people feeling in danger after the election results. People in the UK actually did something similar right after Brexit.
So, just when you thought that white people couldn't lose their minds anymore, they one-upped us. Like, white people never see... Like, white people are super fascinating people. Like, I understand, like, they're super fascinated with blackness and stuff because they're looking for something to steal. But, like, white people... Because, I mean, that's, like, it's in their DNA to just steal.
Yeah, it is.
But, like, they are fascinating individuals. Like, they should be studied. Just because I am so floored as to when we thought that they have took new levels, like, okay, they got racism figured out. Like, I get it. Like, they invent new ways to be racist.
I know. And
they will say, like, no, it's to save you people.
Right. Right.
So, after the election, September 11th, the remix.
Yes. Because it was eerily quiet.
Let me tell you, the next day, it was dead silent in New York for a few days.
Yeah,
even over here. Remember, I came over here when we did the funeral episode last week, and over here in little Kingston is usually something always popping up and crunking up your damn street, and it was on Bob Marley Avenue,
literally.
Yeah, and it was dead silent. It was like, get out of my Caucasian home quiet.
Yeah, it was nothing going on.
So, apparently white people have decided to have a symbol to take from the UK.
Great.
A symbol of solidarity. So essentially when Brexit happened, we have a whole episode called Brexit, about Brexit a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And we explained it how, racist white people were fed up with the Polish and all the other people. And we was like, we don't really fuck with you like that. So we're going to excuse ourselves from the European Union. Mm-hmm. Which kind of fucked a whole lot of people over. And they didn't think that it was going to vote because they were like, oh, we voted for it, but we didn't think it was going to win. Just like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Right? So since that happened, white people are like, oh, we're going to wear safety pins to demonstrate that we are siding with those who he has offended.
Yep.
And know that we're on her side silently. You're safe with us.
Wolves.
Yeah. Hyenas.
In sheep's clothing.
Jackals.
Azalea Bankses.
You got me. You win.
Thanks.
What? That makes no sense.
So
it's like, you know what this sounds exactly like? Nazi Germany. When niggas had to wear, the pink triangles and shit for gay pride or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or a little Jewish star. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To know it was safe. What the fuck? White people, this is all your fault. And you are too afraid or too pussy to say anything about it to stop your madness because you don't know how. That you have to, be covert with your supporting of humanity.
Right.
That makes no sense at all. White people don't make any sense to me. And I try to rationalize things, right? I try to see the bright side of roadkill like my mother. And I just really cannot wrap my head around this one. And then to make matters worse, somebody on Etsy, probably from Brooklyn, because that's just what they do, is selling necklaces with stupid-ass safety pins for $350. 2 safety pins on Etsy for $350. First of all, Etsy is a motherfucking scam, number one.
Don't tell Crystal that. She is obsessed.
Okay,
there are amazing things on Etsy.
Yeah, sure, because I definitely bought a keyboard for my Mac that's wooden.
But $350
for safety pins and an anklet chain.
Nah, you tripping.
I was like,
Huffington Post, I feel like, said it best. Their article on white people wearing safety pins. I felt like it was written by a white person.
Well, of course, because white people are fed up by white people. That's why BuzzFeed exists.
So they had a really great article. Make sure you go check that out. I think it's called "Dear White People, Your Safety Pins Are Embarrassing" or something like that.
Take that monkey shit off. You're embarrassing us.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately. And I am not here for the safety pins, and I'm still not here for the safety pins. But I'm going to say this, which gave me a little bit of perspective.
No,
I'm going to. Because there are some white people who I know who were hardcore Bernie supporters. And they just strive to try to be good people. They're people I work with. Not at my job, but in catering or whatever. They're people that I know. They're white, and they've adopted little girls from China because they're obviously the murder rate of little girls is so high over there. We want to try to help in any way that we can. We want children, so this is what we're going to do. So they've adopted 2 girls.
That's awesome.
And
actually,
they're actually very good people.
Yeah, some white people
they're
are
not.
really
they
good.
They don't at all give me
Evil.
oh, I went and voted for Trump quietly. One of them, she's always very open to listening because I'm very vocal. she's very open to listen. And the way that I speak to you all is the way that I speak to her. And she's very open to hearing what I have to say. And I actually spoke on the safety pins before I even, I brought the subject up. And she said, hold on one second, I'll be right back. And she left and she came back in and I said, well, where'd you go? And she was like, I went to go take my safety pin off my vest. So knowing her and the type of person that she is, and seeing that there are people like that who feel like they are contributing to you're an asshole.
White people cannot help being white. It's so crazy.
But
that's so funny to me.
I saw what her intentions were. And here's the thing, and this is why the safety pins this is why they're an issue. Not only are they being worn by these wolves in sheep clothing, by these same people who love to speak out and inform black people that they were not voting for Trump when in fact they actually were, and in secret. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pharisees. That's what you all are. You're Pharisees. So,
you've been reading with your husband, haven't you?
I know some stuff.
Okay.
Y'all be doubting me, but I know a few things.
Because I know he's been reading like super pro-black stuff as of late.
Nah, because you know Pharisees in the Bible.
I know.
Would be out in the streets.
I know.
But they was really trifling.
But that's also some Hotep shit to say.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
So there are white people like that, but then there are white people like this who actually who will not only put on a safety pin to try to show their solidarity or whatever the case. Sorry, I'm rolling my eyes hard. But they also will do she has already bought tickets to go to the Million Woman March. She's one of those
I know this lady?
I don't think you've met her.
Okay.
She's already, she has for the longest been posting on her Facebook about Black Lives Mattering and about how white people need to stop saying all lives matter. Like, she's one of those. So she actually tries to back up her beliefs.
Which is great, because that's what they're supposed to do.
But unfortunately, all of your bad apples have ruined it. So we don't want to see any of them.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem
people
is.
always confuse me like, oh, you're racist, you don't like white people. Like, no, that's not the case. I love white people. It's just as a collective, I what? like I.
There are white people that I love.
Yeah.
But I'll say that.
Hell, there's just niggas I don't like. How about that?
Well, that's wrong.
And I get it, because goddamn, there's some niggas that I do not like. But that's not the point.
Yeah, like you have to remind me on the train.
Yeah. But my point is the fact that, like, not racist, just sometimes white people, you gotta call your own people out on your bullshit. And you also have to be, and yourselves, because, like, there is no way as a person, that's like, for example, like, if I see somebody being a victim of, like, domestic violence, right? Like, just, I know, like, my neighbor. I feel like, I don't know if I told the story on the show. No, I've tweeted about how this white man cursed out my neighbor, because I have white neighbors now. That's a whole segment called What My White Neighbor Said Today.
Oh, God.
But they got into an argument, and where he was verbally abusive. Now, mind you, what she did was stupid, but that's no excuse of how he talked to her in front of their kid. So I was like I stood up because I was sitting on my stoop, and he was like, call her all sorts of dumb bitches and shit.
Oh no!
Now, as a side, the story was the fact that she was like, oh, we're just going to the park, we'll leave the door unlocked. Now, mind you, the night before, they had everything in their front yard stolen because they just chose to be white and not lock the shit. Right.
Oh, this was a white couple.
Yeah, my neighbors to the right of me.
Oh, so the white man was cussing out the white woman.
Yeah, because she was like, oh, we'll just leave the door up. But he was like, well, that's what you fucking get. Get another bike stolen or whatever shit stolen on our house. He was like, you dumb bitch. You never fucking think. And
First of all, why are y'all discussing this outside?
Right, because they were walking out but their child was out there crying. And so I stood up and I was like, is everything all right? you know, just because like she looked visibly embarrassed because they're outside. Now this is not me like, oh, you always save your white queen, blah blah blah. But no, I'm just like, that's not. Hey, the kid is crying. He's like 2 years old. Like, you're not gonna like embarrass this woman. Like, I don't know if you hit her. Yeah. Like, that's fucked up.
And if you're speaking to her like that in public, then you definitely do it behind
right.
closed
So I
doors.
stood up. I was like, y'all okay? They're like, yeah, we're fine. Like, I was like, all right. You know, I was making it very aware that I was there for her. But like, but again, that's just like me standing there or just sitting there just not doing anything when I know that something is going wrong. Right. Like, I'm not going to wear like a safety pin. Like, if I'm white, I'm not going to wear a safety pin. A safety pin isn't going to do anything. For one, how are people supposed to see a motherfucking safety pin in the first goddamn place? It's too fucking small. And what is it supposed to mean?
What are we supposed to do when we see it? Go up to them and say thank you like you do the veterans? No.
Yeah, it's not doing that. It's not like, you know, breast cancer awareness.
Just show that you're a good person and that you're a quote unquote ally by your actions and by your behavior.
Exactly.
Just be decent human beings.
Be a fucking decent human being.
That's it. You don't need to wear a safety pin. We don't need a trophy. We don't need a sign where you walk up with a white rag saying I'm truce. I'm good. I'm good over here. Like, we don't need that. Just be good people. So even if you mean well, just be a good person. You don't need to put on a safety pin. You don't need to show the world that you're a good person.
There is this rumor out there that I'm married, right? And so every interview I go into, they're like, so how is it being married? And I'm like, really? Because I don't have a ring on, and I've never been married. And if I was married, you would know. I would shout it from every rooftop. You know what I mean? That's something to look forward to. So how do I find out who's actually doing that?
There's very few women in this world that will make me like look the other way, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And Tika Sumter is one of those women. She is fine chocolate goddess.
Look at you. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd risk it all.
This is sincere.
Yeah.
You said I'd risk it all. You are really dead. You are dead ass.
Yeah. I am.
You all should see his face. Like, his whole demeanor is
Have you ever seen, like, Tika Sumter? She is so fucking... Even when she was pregnant, like, pregnancy nose and all, like, just gassy and stuff. And she was everything.
You know who you just gave me?
What? You about to say some bullshit, so actually I don't even want to know.
You remember that? You should have never called me a badass Kelly Price. So... When she put on her Tony voice, that's like what you just did. Like, yeah. IDGAM. Yeah, Tika Sumter. I hit that.
Yeah.
Yo, this is so funny. I never thought I'd hear this from you. That is funny.
I have a deep voice. Surprisingly.
I'm not even I'm talking about this, like, this praise for this woman, and not because you want to be her.
Yeah. I don't know where to go from here, actually.
All right, so go ahead. No, Tika Sumter. Okay, tell us about it.
Yeah, Tika Sumter, she had a baby recently.
Okay. You want to be his daddy?
Okay. Anyway, she her mother was arrested.
For what?
For not returning a library book.
Stop.
Yep.
Stop.
The late fee was $10.
And they are where?
In North Carolina.
Of course, North Carolina. Yo, they would lynch niggas if they could.
They do.
That's where the people saw the KKK rally.
Let's say they do lynch people.
Yeah, no, they do. But I'm saying like
yeah, like back in the yesteryear.
Super publicly.
Yeah.
Even though now they're
that's to
marching
say
publicly.
they do kind of. But anyway, yeah, they had a warrant out for her arrest. She was booked, and she has a mugshot now.
That's crazy. Like, are you serious?
And apparently, like, Texas, Michigan, and Wisconsin have similar laws too.
Stop.
All because of a fucking book.
That's just another way. They will find every loophole under the sun to lock a nigga up. They will find every way possible. Like, whoop, we're gonna just slip this little one right on in here. If you don't pay 2 parking tickets, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Not only are you getting your car booted, you're going to jail. If you don't move your car for street cleaning,
and then you gotta pay the restitution.
Yeah, if you don't move your car for street cleaning, we're gonna put a warrant out for your arrest. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's super wild. Like, I was just like, oh, what?
Like, I don't know what kind of woman Tika Sumner's mother was, so when you first said she got arrested, I just imagined this, like, Tokyo Toni type of mom.
No, she's super, like...
If you would have told me Tokyo Toni got arrested.
Well, that's not news.
But to find out why, like, stop targeting us. Leave us alone. Like, leave us alone.
And then, like, Tika tweeted, like, you know, presidential elections matter, yes, but so do local elections, because that's the shit that gets shit changed, like stupid library laws
like that.
Like, I was like, the library, nigga? First of all, that's how you know she's a woman of a particular age, because she actually went to the library.
Right.
She actually utilizes shit that's in her community. Because these young people don't go to no fucking library.
We go to the library.
Yeah, because you utilize stuff in your community, which is what you're supposed to. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't.
We're very involved. Like, we always support our community.
Yeah.
We're not on any boards or anything, but you know.
You know what?
Not on any, like, boards, but, like, local businesses. No. We frequent local businesses.
Yeah, I do local business. I don't really care for my particular library. No shade.
That's real.
But, although I should go there because it's right around the corner from that taco spot.
Yeah, I've gone to that library.
The one next to Peaches. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I support, but it's just ridiculous. $10, like, for what?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
According to local media, on Tuesday, the mayor of a West Virginia town resigned after her comment on a Facebook post that called First Lady Michelle Obama an ape in heels drew international attention and outrage.
So in other white people craziness, a lot of people have been, like, pressing, like, oh, you know, Michelle Obama should run for president in 2020. And where I would love that, I feel like I would fear more for her life than I did for Barack Obama's. Like, she would be under so much scrutiny, even more so than Hillary would. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, Hillary is a white woman. But, like, a black woman running for office, we would have to go full Beyonce stan mode.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you know, that's the ultimate.
Well, I mean,
actually,
honestly,
no, we'd have to go, like, full Michael Jackson stan.
Yeah.
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 Because that's where you get violent.
Michelle Obama, 2020.
Yeah. I would love it, but I just...
You're scared.
Yeah, I'd be scared for her. But anyway.
In Clay, West Virginia, so apparently this mayor's friend posted something about, like, being happy about Melania Trump being the first lady, and the mayor co-signed and said, yes, I'm tired of seeing a monkey in heels. So that was on Facebook. Like, she commented that publicly on somebody's status. Then she came back with this, I'm not even going to call it a half-ass apology. Like, it wasn't even an apology. It was more like, it was one of those white people apologies. Like, if you thought this, I'm sorry. She basically said she didn't mean anything racist by it. and if you took it that way, then she's sorry you took it that way. Like it was something along those lines. Anyway, the backlash has been so bad for her that she had to resign from her position, and she is now unemployed.
Good.
That's what you get. I wish something else could happen to you, honestly.
Yeah.
But if that's, I'll take that, I guess. You go from being the mayor to, like, not having a job and nobody wants to hire you.
To working at fucking Crystals.
Yeah. Or, like, Hardee's.
Yeah.
Selling biscuits.
But, yeah. Fuck them. Like, I have no sympathy for people who... I used to. But then, like, now I have no sympathy for people, racist people who lose their jobs.
Nope.
I also have no sympathy for, like...
But these, like... Oh, we keep talking about the microaggressions, but so I have a story.
Okay.
So at my catering, I told you this man is rich. He's a rich white lesbian. Yeah, he lives in Gramercy, which is old money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I had to go outside to go give Tristan the keys to the car, and I was going back inside, and there was these 3 white guys at the door. So they're like, "Oh, we don't know which apartment we're going to. I don't know."
3 white men in a story it's never good.
It's like, this is bad. I'm setting myself up, but whatever. Yeah. So they were like, which one is, and they said his name. Is his apartment? And then I said, that's where I'm going. Just follow me. And they were like, oh, thank you. So I was sitting there waiting for the elevator, or standing there waiting for the elevator. One of them, of course, brings the election up to me. And he says, so you heard they're going to try to get him impeached, like the electoral. And I was like, yeah, I read an article on that earlier. And he was like, that's great, right? And I was like, no. I was like, I don't want Pence as president either. I was like, he might be worse. I was like, the fact that he's had a woman who's had a miscarriage arrested, and then he tries to reform gay. Like, I was like, I don't want him. He's evil. He was like, yeah, well, it's not that bad. Like, at least we're in New York. Like, it's a blue state. So, and I said, New York is one of the most segregated states. New York City itself
is blue.
But segregated.
The rest, but then.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Yeah. So then one of the white guys behind him speaks up, who was standing there very quietly, and he said, New York City has one of the highest percentages of segregated schools. Yeah. And the other white man goes, oh, well, it's not that bad. Like, we'll be fine. And I said, well, that's easy for you to say because you're a white man. I said, you don't have anything to worry about. I said, however, I am a black woman. That is a double minority. Yeah. I was like, and I have plenty to worry about. I was like, just since the election alone, I have dealt with microaggressive harassment on the street, etc. And that's not an exaggeration. I was like, so it's not that bad for you, but you don't have to deal with the things that I have to deal with. And the white man who spoke up about the schools earlier said, she has a point. And then I said, and then we got off the elevator, and I said, again, you're one of the most powerful people on this planet. You're a white man. You hold all the power. And he goes, thanks for the compliment. And I said, that's not a compliment. And then I walked away. And I was very calm. And then later on, the other white guy who kept speaking up very quietly, he came into the kitchen and he was like, he goes, willful ignorance is probably some of the worst kind of people. And I said, yeah, but I appreciate you having my back. And he was like, well, everything you said was right. And then he left the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's people who recognize what's going on, and then there are people who have the truth right in front of them, because everything I said made sense. They had it right in front of them, and they still choose to be ignorant.
Because they don't have to. It doesn't affect them.
Right.
It doesn't impact them. People only
and they don't care.
Yeah, people only care about things that impact them.
And when you point out obvious things as to why it does not impact them, but it impacts you, they want to turn a blind eye to it or a deaf ear, because they don't want to hear that at that point. They don't even want to try to understand that. It doesn't matter how much sense it makes.
Yeah.
So again, willful ignorance is dangerous. It's dangerous.
So, Rob, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I just want to be happy.
Ah, Robert.
I want a good family, baby girl.
You did it.
So, mad babies were born.
Yeah, hella kids.
Journey Bell.
Yes.
Also known as Journey Smollett. I love her. I just think she's just a classy, graceful young lady.
Yeah.
Like,
I had a crush on her as a kid.
Just so much straight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, congratulations to her and her husband. They're super cute. And then Black Rob.
Yeah. Blob.
It was all a dream.
Yeah. Blob had a baby. Blob.
Blob, a.k.a. Black Rob, a.k.a.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a baby. They named her Dream.
Rennie.
Like the Instagram comedian?
Yeah.
Dream Rennie.
It's Renee. However, like Rennie all the vodka.
Yeah, we had that going in a group chat.
Yeah.
What a Kid Furious.
Rennie.
Rennie. Spelled it 3 different ways. Yeah, and it was Dustin who. Oh no, it was Kia who said Renee all the vodka.
Yeah. No, but I'm happy for Blob. They had Dream.
Stop calling.
It's very fitting. Blob.
No fat shaming.
No, not at all. It's Blob.
That's funny. Yeah, Blob. I like that.
Yeah, Blob. They had Dream. I was hoping for them to name the child Kim despite everybody.
Kim too.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian.
Kim Possible.
Yeah. I desperately wanted them to name the child Kimberly Noel Kardashian. Just after Kimberly Kardashian. Just to spite them hoes.
Yo, what if they named the baby Kylie?
Yeah. Like Kimberly Kylie Kardashian.
What if they named the baby Kimberly Chloe Kourtney Kylie Kardashian?
Yeah, listen. Listen.
Oh my God.
I was really hoping for them to name it either Kimberly or Kylie. Because then I would have been like, oh, Angela is here for business.
Oh my God, that would have been the best. Okay, so the fact that
Blob
has a special about the birth.
Yeah.
Meaning Kris Jenner had the media on speed dial.
That's because they even did the mannequin challenge in
I saw it, which was low key lit. But and I actually like Blac Chyna. She's funny.
Yeah,
She's
most people
funny.
from Southeast DC are.
They really are. Yes, and the accent helps.
Yeah.
But she's really actually very funny. But the fact, this kid, all these pictures, why do you just let this baby, just let it be for just a little bit?
You know what's different is because the fact when you had a lot of pictures of your child, right?
Yeah, but you have to remember that.
You're also not a celebrity.
I'm not a celebrity. I wasn't even doing a podcast at the time when I had a child. And 3, I didn't post a picture of Noah until she was probably 2 or 3 days old, which is still early for some people. Some people choose to wait even longer than that, where they never post a picture of their child, and that's your prerogative, or they choose to not show their child's face, whatever. But I wasn't posting pictures straight at the hospital. The couple of days we were in the hospital, like I gave us a little bit of time, and then it was like, all right, here's an introduction. This is Noah.
I feel like they were trying to go the non-traditional, because usually if you're that high profile, you sell the pictures to people or Us Weekly or whatever, $1 million pictures, because I feel like that's what they did for North. Did they? I know they didn't do it for Blue Ivy. Did they do it for Blue Ivy?
I don't think so.
No. They have more money than most.
Yeah.
I know they have more money than the Kardashian West, but
yeah.
God. I often wonder how much money does Blue have in a trust fund. I know she owns a planet.
$1 fazillion.
Yeah. Blue Ivy could buy 3 to 8 states.
Blue Ivy is set up literally for 7 lifetimes.
Yeah.
Set up for 7 lifetimes.
God,
she will be wealthy in every single lifetime.
Yeah. Blue Ivy is everything.
Jay-Z and Beyonce at this point are wealthy. They're not even rich anymore. No, they are wealthy.
They're wealthy. They're money long. But Dream, I am so glad she's here. She's healthy. Mm-hmm. I have to say that I usually, in the Kardashian clan, I enjoy the children more than their parents. Mm-hmm. Because, I stand for Northwest. I think she's a wonderful little girl. She's great. Saint is just too cute for me.
He is, oh my God, he's a little dream.
I enjoy Mason with the bang. Mason Disick. Penelope, she's got sass. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rain. Mm-hmm. He's such a cute little potato.
I always forget about him
because he minds his business.
You know what? Yes. Yes.
Rain minds his business.
Yes.
Mason want to be up in everybody's face. Penelope is just kind of, I don't want to call the child rude, but she does her own thing.
She has no manners.
Yeah. She's also 3, so I don't, whatever.
No 3-year-olds have manners.
Yeah. So, it's fine. But Rain minds his own business.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, but Dream is, listen, I'm just glad the child's name is Dream.
Rain is Kindle.
Rain goes to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rain is I gotta go to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I have things to do.
Legit, yeah. Kendall said one day, she was like, I have to go to work.
That shit was hella funny. When Kylie was mad, you left me by myself on the red carpet to answer questions about my lips and my nose.
She was like, girl, I have a job.
Yeah, she was like, I was working, Kylie. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I had to clock in.
Hello? Me. But yeah.
Oh, so congratulations to all the new mothers and all that.
Yeah.
And parents.
Now it's time for a cocktail.
We are going to do a classy cocktail in honor of our Flotus, the only Flotus. In your shaker, without ice, add 2 ounces of the gin of your choice, half an ounce of simple syrup, 1 ounce of Saint Germain, half an ounce of Lillet Blanc, 3 slices of cucumber, and the juice of 1/4 of a lime. Muddle your cucumber well and then add ice. Shake really well and strain into a martini glass and garnish with a slice of cucumber. Listen to Jade and XD every week for cocktails and tips, and try to be strong during this time.
Oh.
Your gay came rushing back like a river dam.
It's hard for me to suppress it. Well, I'm just saying.
If you want to holler at me.
I mean, listen, when I...
Because I'm just the only woman who could be like, no, I'll turn him straight.
When I was growing up gay, my gay mother was just like, the only way you could bag the trade is if you just shut up. So, if I wanted to be, with, a straight actor nigga, I just couldn't talk. So, I would go over, with a fitted or whatever, and I'd just be mute.
Oh, my God.
Because I don't want him to be like, nigga, why you talk like a white girl? So,
Wait, I'm laughing so hard because I know what a gay mother is.
Yeah. Yeah. So my gay mother would be like, my gay mother was famous actually. It was Harmonica Sunbeam, famous drag queen here.
Oh my goodness!
And she was like, if you want to talk to the trade, honey, you got to be quiet. You can't spook them. And I was like, okay.
You can't spook them.
Yeah. You can't spook them, and you can't spook yourself. So I just be like, they be like, yo, what's up? I'm like, what's up? You good? Yeah. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? All I would do is just repeat what the fuck they said. What's good? What's good? Alright, you cool. Nah, you cool.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Yeah, and then eventually, then
it's like,
know,
weed.
Yeah. And then oh my god, a dick's in my mouth. Oh my god.
Oh my god. So, did you watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll be damned.
Like, first of all, Sheree, what is wrong with her? She's on 20.
She's trying to ensure that she keeps this check for the next season because you got to pay to, get furniture.
She is on 20.
For Chateau Sheree.
When she kept, first of all, she
Chateau,
was throwing.
She ain't finished.
I am not a Kenya fan by any means, but Sheree, that is a mighty long time for it to take.
5 years.
4 years. Remember, she right. Actually, we broke ground in this year, and we started building in this year. So actually, it's 4 years. You're 1 year shy. I'm like,
okay, girl, you still ain't got no fucking furniture.
It's taking you 4 years. It's still not finished. Right. So you really, really, honestly need to stop. She's throwing extreme unnecessary shade.
Yeah.
And it's completely uncalled for whether it's Kenya or not. I don't care who it is.
Right.
So you can
it's
tell
in Thelma's name too.
Thelma.
Oh, you didn't watch last week's episode or this past Sunday's episode?
Maybe not. No,
where
I only watched the first episode.
When Kenya was like, Sheree's house ain't even in Sheree's name. It's in her mama name.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Now, mind you, I said I wasn't gonna watch this season, and I probably won't. But I did watch the first 2 episodes just to see what I was getting myself into.
You're gonna watch it.
Probably not. Maybe I will because it's something to do before The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I wish Insecure came on at 8 o'clock on Sundays. Cause, 10:30. Ooh, girl, I'd be in the bed. I gotta wait until Thursday to watch it, or Wednesday, because I know I'm gonna be up because we record late.
That's kind of how I do TV. I just DVR everything and then watch it when I can.
Yeah, but watch the second episode because Sheree done lost their mind. Whose house do you like better?
I actually like Kenya's house better.
Yes!
Kenya's
house is everything.
It really, it's nice. It's super, super contemporary. And the thing about me is I like a mix of contemporary and rustic.
Mm.
So I really like to merge the two together. I'm doing a relatively contemporary bathroom, but it has some rustic features to it, like the vanity. Mm-hmm. But so her house is a little too contemporary for me, but I definitely like it better out of the two, and it's definitely a dope house. I'm not gonna take that away from her.
What I appreciate about Kenya's house a lot more is the fact that she brought a LA home. Mm-hmm. She turned a LA home and brought it to Atlanta, or the Atlanta area.
I love the exterior panel where it has the wood on the one side. Mm-hmm. I think that looks dope.
Yeah, I love Kenya's house. What kills me about Sheree's home is the fact that there's a bunch of homes in Atlanta that look exactly like that in Buckhead.
Yep.
So it's girl, why is it taking so long? Because you could have just physically bought a carbon copy of somebody else's house that I've seen on
she's got
cribs.
Typical rich black people, banisters and stairs and paint and trim.
Yeah.
And moldings.
She has a shit from cribs.
Yeah, it's it's not unique. And so you know why it's taking so long.
Because she had no money?
Right. Like, if you have the money, you finish it. Like, who doesn't want to finish their house? Who takes 4
It'll
years?
fit if you got the coins.
That's it.
That's what Nene said. I miss her.
Her one-liners were the best.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how awful she was. Her one-liners were the best.
Oh, you do need to watch this episode because Cynthia's daughter read the shit out of her. She was like, I thought for a while you had self-esteem. So low self-esteem.
Wow.
Because she was like, Mom, like, why would you let this man talk to you like this?
That's real.
I was like, Noelle read the shit out of her.
She's a smart girl.
She's so pretty.
She's such a pretty girl. She's starting to look more and more like her mother, but she's got a few features of her father as well.
Who is so fine.
Yeah, Leon is fine.
Yeah.
Leon is fine.
Cynthia should stay away from Jamaicans.
Cynthia, I'm starting to think like maybe relationships just aren't for her. Maybe she.
But I also don't want her to be like a horrible human being like her sister Mallory.
I don't think she'll ever. I don't think she'll ever.
Like I don't want her to be bitter.
Because the thing about it is Mallory's bitter, but she's boring too.
Yeah.
So like she's just bitter and boring. Whereas
her mom is actually bitter too.
She is. Yeah. And so her in-laws, her family's always gonna be her downfall.
Yeah.
Like Candy's mother, because Candy's mother is batshit ass crazy.
Well, yeah, that's. Oh my God, you need to watch it because I was on Mama Joyce's side this episode.
What?
Right.
I never thought I'd see the day.
No, you have to watch it. She was on point because she brought out the law and she was correct. And everybody was like, well, how would Mama Joyce know this? I was like, well, she would know the law because she killed Miss Tucker and AJ. Joyce has killed people.
I believe that. Like, she's truly, like, dark.
Yeah. Common.
Common. She was crazy for that, though.
She was. That's because she's crazy.
She is bats.
Yeah.
Like, she's nuts.
No, because Mama Joyce was like, how come Phaedra got a divorce? Talk about it take 2 years. No, it don't. If the person who's in prison for longer than 2 years, you can get a divorce like that. She read the law books and everything. And Don Juan Googled it, was like, oh, bitch, she is right.
And you know Don Juan is shady.
I know.
So shady.
I love him.
Wait, did they reveal in this episode that Apollo has a fiance?
Nah.
That's just in social media right now?
Yeah. And then Aunt Bertha and Aunt Nora come on. Aunt Bertha is my favorite. They're like, you could make a cake or something. I'll be damned.
She's so evil.
She's so funny. She's like, what we gonna get paid for that restaurant? I also found out that Candy is a Taurus, and it makes a lot of sense. She likes to eat.
Oh, is that a thing?
Did you not see me eat a half a sandwich from Schnippers and a Cinnabon, which is in total of 6,000 calories in one sitting? And I'm plotting on that cup of juice right there, so I'm like,
it's yours.
Like, yeah.
I have to pee, and I'm like really upset about it.
Well,
we had a whole adventure.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell the people? Because we're really done with the show.
So, okay, so XD and I had a small adventure before the show. So my bathroom is under construction. I feel like it's taking a Sheree's age, but it's because.
But you have the coins to do it.
But it's not because the money hasn't been paid. It's just the contractors have been taking a little longer than they expected, and so it's been prolonged. It's going longer and longer. So it's been, I think, like 2.5 weeks at this point. So anyway, they put in the new flooring today, and they said you can't walk on the tile for 5 hours, but we didn't know that before we got here. So XD had to go to the bathroom, and we had to be very creative in getting him over to the toilet. So it's wonderful that he is 6'3", because he was able to leap onto the tub and do what he needed to do. It was getting out that was the problem.
Go on.
You go ahead. No, you help take over.
So, like, I had to pee in a bottle.
Yeah.
Well, I had to pee in a bottle, and then I had to empty the contents of the bottle into the toilet and flush it. But then I realized I could not go back the same way that I came because of the way the bathroom is positioned. And so I was like, fuck, I'm stuck. So the only way I could get out is if I leapt from the top of the toilet.
And he leapt out of the bathroom like a
Out
spider
of
monkey.
the toilet. I jumped like I was motherfucking Indiana Jones.
Spider monkey.
You should have recorded it. That shit was funny. Like I tucked and rolled on the floor.
You did. Well, and because of the sheetrock, everything is white.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yeah, I came out uninjured. I'm gonna feel it tomorrow though, because.
Well, now I have to go to the bathroom, and I am very afraid.
Yeah.
Because I have approximately
3
2.5 hours before I can even remotely tiptoe.
Yeah.
To use the toilet.
Yikes. Well, that's the end of the show, guys.
Sorry it wasn't as entertaining as last week.
Thank you guys for loving last week's episode.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Cal State LA.
Yes.
For shouting us out. Invite us to speak. Okay, thanks. Yeah, keep rocking us. Give us 5 stars. I know someone was like, they try to give us 5 stars for the episode, but no, you got to give us 5 stars for the whole show. And it'd be dope if you wrote a review too.
Yes.
You could always call us. Our number's listed. We listen to the voicemails. We might call you one day.
Also, we might start incorporating the voicemails into the show. So
yeah,
you might hear yourself on the radio.
Yeah. I should. We'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
Off the thing. But yeah, yeah. See you next week for Thanksgiving.
Yes, it'll be fun.
Y'all. Bye.
Bye.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear.
The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.